Hello everybody, welcome back to the Back Post, and today we've got a really good video for you. Finally, all three of us were together for the first time in a while, so it's been a good one. We talked about the Chelsea City game, we talked about Manchester United, Aston Villa, Tottenham Leeds, and loads of other stuff, so make sure you watch to the very end. And of course, please, if you're watching this, like the video and press that red subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get on with the video.
Why is Barry Glendenning in my ear?
Oh no! Surprise, we got him in the call to have an argument.
No, that was me. Wow, that was so weird.
I thought that was your intro.
No, my podcast just came on for no reason. Like literally, I sat down and the podcast just started, and it was just him going, "I don't see why Manchester United." I was like, "What?"
Glendenning coming in hot.
Okay, right. Sorry about that. Right, ready? Mm-hmm. How are we doing, guys? I've decided to intro today because I've already made a video, which I probably shouldn't have made because I didn't think I was going to be on this pod, but here I am, and welcome back. It's been a while. I think it's been a few weeks since we've all months if we look at Adam, since we've all spoken.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a quick minute. Been busy. I'm still busy, but managed to find some time for you today, so you know, feel
How
privileged.
kind. How kind.
Finally.
Annoyingly, Jay, sorry, we've got 2 points to really quickly get out of the way.
Yeah.
I want to make it very, very clear, I do not believe Manchester United can win this Premier League. However, I think we might owe Adam a little tiny apology.
Just a little one.
I mean, you've been such bastards for me the past few months. Honestly, since the start of the season, I've just got it fully in the air, and it's payback time, isn't it, boys?
But how's it happened? How has this happened?
I mean, I couldn't tell you either. Maybe it's because I've not done the pod for so long. It seems like since I've stopped doing the pod, we've played all right.
Or maybe. Hopefully that's a good sign for us then.
I mean, played all right. It's an interesting one. Like, first half against West Ham was as bad as you've played all season. Somehow you managed to rescue it. You just have this habit of playing awfully and then winning. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Wolves should have won yesterday.
But this is the point I wanted to make before we started today. I'm not saying we're going to win the league either. Yeah, we're second at the moment, and league-winning teams win when they shouldn't be winning. They win when they've been playing shit. They still manage to get the 3 points, and we're doing that at the moment. So
but they don't have Solskjaer as their manager. League-winning teams don't have Solskjaer.
Whoa.
Josh,
that's where you're wrong, Josh.
To
that's where you're wrong. Molde won.
Molde did have
a league-winning manager.
Listen, like I said, I won't be winning the league, but it's nice to have that bit of hope inside me because it's been a tough few years.
It's listen, I mean, right, we're saying this because...
You know nothing of a tough few years. Oh, God.
Tough couple of years, only winning a couple of trophies.
Only winning the Europa League, an FA Cup, a Community Shield, I think the Carabao at one point, finishing second. Boo-hoo, Man United. I know you're going out of business, Berry, but can you just spare a quick moment for Louis van Gaal's army?
I mean, if we stick with United for a bit, you're second currently, 2 points behind Liverpool, and your next game is Aston Villa, which is a tough game, as Chelsea fans know, recently, but they also have 2 games in hand.
We haven't played Aston Villa. Fuck off.
That's to say, when did that happen? But yeah, no, Adam, talk to me about that game.
That's going to be one of the hardest games we've played all season. It really is, because they're not.
Don't give them too much credit.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it was only Chelsea, weren't it?
Have you not got Liverpool really soon?
Yeah, that's in a few weeks. But I'm not worried about him.
Okay.
No, I don't. It's weird with Villa because they're so up and down like us. I think we get obviously against Chelsea. I'm sure they got points against someone else. Who was it? Top 40.
It wasn't us. Leave us alone.
I apologise.
We play them in a few weeks.
Yeah. So that's New Year's Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
We play them. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm taking every game at a time at the moment, but we are playing a bit poorly. You know, don't get me wrong. We're not attacking as thoroughly as we should be doing. Defensively, I thought we played well against Wolves. I really do. They had a few chances, but you know, I think every team has against us. We kept a clean sheet. Bailey looks like he's becoming a top centre half, and I'd like to see him next to Lindelof, to be honest with you, because I mean that's me being harsh, but Maguire's doing me head in at the moment. But no, sorry, in terms of the Villa game, it'll be a tough one, but I think we'll come out on top again. I think this is what we need to start doing now. Winning the games that we're playing poorly in, and coming over that and getting 3 points. We keep doing this, and why can't we win the fucking league? Do you know what I mean?
Because, Adam, you're in a really good mood right now. I know. I would be too.
Enters Josh. Enters Josh. You're in a good mood.
I would be too if we played from, like, whatever you were, 14th to 2nd in a few weeks. But what has Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United reign consisted of? Little peaks, little troughs. And you're peaking right now, Adam, but you just know that at some point, by his poppadom legs, De Gea's going to spill one in. Bruno Fernandes is going to accidentally kick Rashford in the shin and break it, and suddenly you'll be 8th again.
Bruno can't do anything wrong. Remember that.
And just at the point where you're like, actually, this isn't working, and Solskjaer needs to go. You'll win 5 on the bounce, because that's what this Manchester United
but I disagree.
We time
spoke,
and time again.
But no, we've spoke weeks on end about our form being so up and down. We've not lost a game away in
because you're
nine
in
games.
But you've not lost a game away. It's very interesting when you only won your first Old Trafford game, like, what was it, a week and a half ago?
But that's the point. We're winning. you keep going back to the dip. I'm not seeing the dip in 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean? We beat Everton in the Carabao Cup. They put the full side out.
But if you say like with go back to a conversation me and Josh had recently, this season is the season that doesn't make sense. A couple of weeks ago, me and Josh were talking about how our teams may or may not win the league, and now look at us. And then, but now we're talking. You're talking about United. Why can't you win the league? But who knows where the next 4 weeks will go because of this season.
The point I'm making is it is a very weird league this year, but it doesn't mean you're allowed to say we're playing well. You're allowed to say we deserve to be second.
You are playing well, but I do not believe that it will be sustained because of the manner you've won games. If we look at Everton, if we look at Wolves, I get that it's good. Winning a game in the last minute is still worth as much as winning a game 6-0, and I get that you have to stay in the game to win the game and all of these things. But you scored against Everton in was it the 89th, 90th? I can't remember quite what it was. You scored against Wolves in the 93rd yesterday. That's not particularly sustainable, and I'm not even having. None of our teams are sustainable. All of our teams. This is the league. All of our teams are still somehow shit. It's really weird. Chelsea, Tottenham and United, they're all shit.
I think what Adam said earlier, maybe it's the fact that we keep jinxing it doing this every week.
I was honestly thinking that before. We jinx it every single week and we just shoot ourselves in the foot. Maybe we should just quit the pod and we'll win trophies.
It'd be interesting. It's one of those games as well where, it's maybe a win-win for United, because if Grealish, puts in an absolute performance and Villa do beat you, maybe that'll be the
trigger.
The trigger to buy Grealish. And I know you want Grealish, but then again, I mean, if you buy Grealish, there is not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that you have to sell Pogba if you want to then keep Fernandes. You can't have Grealish, Pogba and Fernandes in the same squad.
And Van der Beek.
That's fair. Yeah, Van Beek as well. Forgot about him. Can he just please get an inform at some point and prove my want to watch card?
Well, that's the thing. If we do end up signing Grealish, then Van der Beek's going to be sat there like that. Oh, all right.
He's gonna be upset.
But, yeah, I mean, I know you don't like talking about United for too long, but
but we do anyway. Every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, every time. But no, I just like to make the point is, don't write us off. Yeah, we're playing well. Let's see what happens on whenever Christmas, New Year's Day is. I don't know what day it is today, to be honest with you.
Right.
I'll do you a deal.
Keep it in the back of your mind, yeah?
I'll do you a deal.
Okay.
You stay in this race until Liverpool and then put in a performance. You don't even have to win. Mm-hmm. Put in a really impressive performance against Liverpool. I'll take back everything I've said, and I'll start believing.
Okay.
All right, that's all I can.
It'll be an Ollie in there.
I've recorded a video today, and at the end of the day, we're not even halfway through the season yet.
Yeah, it's a good point, but if I think it might be in 3 games' time we play Liverpool. We do beat Villa. I don't know who we've got after that, but it's so open. We do get to the Liverpool game. Even if we get a draw, we're still in the race. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to beat Liverpool because they're a much better side than us.
Not really this season. If you can do half the job West Brom did on them, you have a chance.
Or Fulham. Let's move on. Speaking of Fulham, that's your game tonight, isn't it? Who's your next game? Oh, the next game, Josh. I'm excited about this one for you because it's Leeds. Your lovely darling Leeds. What are you thinking about this game?
All right. Okay. I'll briefly talk. So, by the time you've seen this, we've played Fulham. I don't know what that result is yet. Insert me talking about that quickly here.
Stairs.
That's done. Yay, we won. Oh, we lost. Damn, we drew. That's all the basic.
I'll pick one of those to put in.
Oh yeah. Oh, the game didn't happen. That's fair. Next up we have Leeds, right? And here's a hot take, and it's going to kick me straight in the bollocks. But remember that period? You'll notice that Tottenham have started losing and doing poorly to stop them in the podcast. And when I was channeling positive, joyful energy into the air, Tottenham were doing all right. So here's what I have to say about Leeds. Leeds are not as bad as I thought they'd be. However, we're not at that point yet where I thought they'd get bad. So I agree with that reporter that said that they would maybe drop off. However, that hasn't happened yet. However, if there's one thing Leeds do, it's leave a fuck ton of ridiculous space and not know how to defend. And if there's 2 players in the league I want on that, it's Son or Mane. So, by that logic, I think we'll concede, and I think it's going to be a mad game. And I think Leeds will put up a good show, but I think if their team is one of the worst disciplined defensive teams I've ever seen in the league. I think that's fair to say. Like even teams that are getting even Sheffield United look more defensively solid. They're just losing 1-0.
Yeah.
They're not better by any means. But if there's anyone that I would not want to play against if I was the Leeds defence, and I know they haven't hit form over the past 4 games, but it's Kane and Son. Because if there's one game where Kane and Son can exploit, this could be a repeat of the United, a repeat of Son getting 4 goals against Southampton. It might not be. We might get fucking embarrassed. But
what I'd say is with Leeds, the Tottenham way of playing right now is very much a defensive way, but with Leeds, you just need to attack them and you'll do good. So hopefully, or not hopefully, you need Mourinho.
Yeah, I said this in my preview today. I want us to score a goal like we have managed most games, and then I want us to try and score
another goal.
I said that again. This is a repeat for anyone that's seen it. But what do you say every Sunday league match, Adam? You'll know this more than anyone. If you score a goal, what's the first sentence you hear from the mouthy
Let's
cat?
get another one, lads.
Still 0-0, boys.
Still 0-0, boys. It's still 0-0. And I genuinely think Tottenham need to go back to the absolute basics of football and actually convince themselves that it's still fucking 0-0. Because we need a second goal. I want to see us score a second goal and not just... Honestly, there was a tweet before the Wolves game that just said, manifesting the fact that Spurs will score the early goal and we will concede to a set piece in the 88th minute. And we scored a goal in the first minute and we conceded a set piece in the 86th and drew. And every Tottenham fan went...
Yeah, that's
And it's the same with Chelsea at the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely it is. But that's the point I wanted to make with the Leeds game. West Brom are a very defensive team. They scored 5 against them. You can't be too defensive against Leeds. But if you go attacking, you'll get something out of it. So,
have you played Leeds, Jay?
Yeah, and honestly, it was one of the easiest games we've played, and because they scored first actually.
They scored early, didn't they? Bamford knocked one in early, and then you just
and then we just literally just went okay, and then just pressed onto them, and they looked terrible after that. So it's really weird.
It's one of those weird things. kind of want to concede the first goal against Leeds.
I mean, that makes sense.
See.
That makes sense because then the team will go, all right, we've got to kick it into gear, and then you'll go smash them. Absolutely. And
no, it's mad. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Jay, who have you got? Sorry, Adam. Sorry, really quickly. I know we do this every
week. Every
Adam,
week.
what's the score going to be against Aston Villa?
2-1 United.
2-1 United. Well, you know what? Tottenham are just going to hit 4-1 Leeds. So come on, Chelsea. What are you doing?
We have City coming up.
Oh yeah, shit.
We should have probably done that one first.
Potentially, but if we make it the title,
No, me and Adam were like, oh really? Fuck.
if we make it the title,
with that.
if we make it the title, they have to wait to the end. Knowledge. We have City. We have City at home, and as much as maybe a couple of weeks ago, the idea of playing City, it wasn't as scary. Right now, with our form and their kind of up and coming form ish. This game's going to be shit, man. It's going to be a tough one. We played quite well against Villa, although we drew. The difference between the Arsenal game and the Villa game was just miles. The team actually looked like they wanted to play against Villa, and they put a good performance in. As much as the result was exactly what we didn't need.
You are broken, aren't you? You're sat there going, the draw against Villa was miles better and more encouraging than the 3-1 loss to Arsenal. You are a broken man.
It's been, you know what it is though.
Look at you getting hope.
It's you know what it is though. It's the Arsenal
Ghazi
one.
may have scored against us, but I still...
It's just so upsetting, right? But you know what it is. Don't. I was fuming when I heard that. I think I let out like oh fuck off when I heard that. Like it was so upsetting. That Arsenal game really kicked me down, man. But no, it's difficult to say. I don't know what's going to happen because we rotated quite heavily as you did because the game was so close. So I don't know who's going to play. The one thing I do know is Hudson Odoi has to play and Pulisic has to play because they're key for us going forward. And probably Giroud. That front three at the moment looks the most effective for us. Weirdly,
which proves
so weird.
Does that prove that the hierarchy's wrong? Does that prove that the transfer market, the transfer policy's wrong? Does that prove that Lampard's an idiot? How can you buy Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech and sit here in front of me and Adam and tell us that all you want to see is a front three of Giroud, Pulisic, and
that's the thing. Who'd you point the finger at that? Because I even said this weeks ago. Giroud is your best striker. He is.
No, he's not.
No, he is.
Werner is the best striker.
No, he's not.
But he is. He is. But he's not the best striker when he's shoved out on the left doing fuck all. Like
no, there's the compilation. It's been. You've said it already, Josh. It's half a season in. Yeah, there's a compilation of him 1-on-1.
Yeah, that is a great
compilation.
Actually, I forgot about that.
He must have missed about 7 1-on-1s.
Listen, he has had
your best striker.
Terrible time.
Don't think so. Giroud is properly being.
Fine, I'll rephrase. Werner has.
He's not. He's playing. He's playing and scoring. He's not being rejected. We love him. He's playing.
He's kind of being a little bit rejected. Like Tammy started up top against Villa for some reason.
No, he didn't. Giroud did. Giroud played last game against Villa. Oh, Giroud has played a lot.
Who did Tammy play?
I think he played Arsenal, maybe. Listen, Giroud has not been neglected. He's played about as same as Tammy. It's such a difficult one to say. Listen, it's been half a season and they've struggled heavily. Both of them have. I can't defend the performances.
Jay, the thing is, you're sitting here telling me and Adam that your front three should be Hudson, Odoi, Giroud, and Pulisic.
For this game,
that's the front three that started against your 1-1 against Villa. Is that what you're aiming for?
That's the front three that you had before the season started.
Oh, no, listen. Okay, this is so peak. I feel like so backed into a corner. No, listen, Ziyech is an incredible player and he's injured, so he makes a big difference. He makes a massive difference to the squad. I'm only saying Hudson Odoi because he's injured. And the other two have completely struggled, and it's hard to defend them. I think they're gonna come good. Werner showed his talent, and even with Chelsea, he's showed potential. Just nothing's come of it. Havertz hasn't showed much, but from what I saw before, he should do something soon. But I can't defend them for what they've done so far. But they will come good, I'm sure of it.
I do have one question about the Arsenal game because we haven't spoken about it yet, Jay. If you'd indulge me.
Yeah.
What broke you more, going 3-0 down or Jorginho missing the penalty at 3-1?
That's a good question. The penalty, it has to be the penalty, because we scored the one, and it was like, right, there's not a lot of time left. I think I literally said out loud, "Don't get your hopes up, Jay. Don't get your hopes up." And then the penalty comes in, and then you kind of go, "Oh, don't get your hopes up. It's still going to be 3-2." But there's something there. It builds you up, and then he just did the hop, skip, and the jump, and it didn't work. It was such a wet pen, and that was sad. Yeah.
My absolute favourite moment of the season now is Tammy Abraham telling Saka that he didn't mean the goal. And I don't give a fuck if Saka does not give a fuck if he meant that goal. If you've just chipped one top bins from 25 yards out and the person you're beating comes up to you and goes, "You didn't mean that." Fuck you.
It's so fun. It's so much salt as well. I mean, yeah, and listen, it's looking rough at the moment, but I don't think a lot of people have calling this like a massive crisis or whatever. I don't think it is. It's one of those weird down moments. We just need to pick ourselves back up, and Manchester City would be a perfect game to do so. At the end of last season, I'll
get your hopes up slightly for that game if you want.
I mean, I was going to say at the end of last season we beat them quite comfortably, so who knows what could happen this season. But what was you going to say?
You did. The other thing is that you played them on the 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
And on the 6th is a Manchester Derby semi-final, Jay.
That's a massive shout, Josh. Mm-hmm. That is a massive shout.
Just, they might rest. They might not be fully focused on the game. Who knows? No. But, I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's a little bit of hope for you.
Josh, thank you very much. No, that's actually a big shout.
Put you back down. No, I think they'd rather beat you and make their way up the league than win the Carabao Cup again.
Do you know who
Adam,
you're talking about?
You do not understand the love between Pep Guardiola and the Carabao Cup.
Honestly, he will die for that trophy. He absolutely loves it.
The thing is, you have to understand, what is Carabao? You guys know what Carabao is, right?
Energy drink.
It's an energy drink.
It's an energy drink. Pep plays with energetic, position-based football. If he wins the Carabao Cup, him and his squad get the next year's supply of Carabao energy. If he doesn't win the Carabao Cup, he will not get the supply of energy drinks, and they will fail the next season because his players will be too tired. In order to continue this never-ending cycle of Man City, they must win the Carabao.
Exactly, Adam.
I think that's how it works. I
know we say it all the time, but they actually do love it. The fact that they had 2 fuck-off photos of them lifting the Carabao Cup and only one of the Premier League at their stadium says it all. They love that trophy. Yeah, I mean, the City game, the final thing I'll say about it is this could be a good game to get the spirits up. Beat City, a big club, all this and that. Beat Pep Guardiola. It could be a good turning point for a bunch of our players. And if I'm going to give a score prediction, I'm going to say it's going to be like a 2-1 to Chelsea. Fuck it, let's go.
2-1 Chelsea. That's very bold after your last results. I mean, it's bold me predicting we're going to fucking beat Fulham after Tottenham's last result. But hey, here we go.
Right, I think we're done now, ain't we, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. It's been a while. It's been good.
And hopefully we can start the ball rolling again. Now we're at a new year. Got a bit more time on my hands.
It's going to be you better fucking turn up more. No, it's going to be a big year for the back post, boys. This is the final video before 2020 ends, actually.
We will try and do something fun at some point.
Yeah.
Because last year we had a great. Obviously, COVID's impacted quite a lot. But last year we had a great little quiz. Jay, maybe you'd like to add the quiz in here because it was such a joyous time.
I've just incorrect.
And hopefully we'll all get stabbed in the arm soon because without getting too political, if you're watching this and you're anti-vaccination, unsubscribe. We don't fucking need you. Or stay subscribed and you'll stay subscribed for life because you'll be dead in the up and coming years. So
thanks for watching, everybody.
Get yourself stabbed in the arm. Get yourself immune to the big COVID-19 and stick with the back post for what will be an eventful
2021. That was Amazing. Thanks for watching, everyone. We really appreciate it. We didn't say at the start, but make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We'd really love it if you did so. And, of course, tell your dads.